What was it that made you feel like you needed help in messaging in the first place?
Over the last 20 or so years, a website for us has really been a byproduct.
Right.
As a small business, we knew we needed something more, but as long as we had content out there that told people everything that we did, we thought we were okay.
Yeah.
But as the industry shifted, especially in the software industry, it went from the traditional, knock on someone's door, call on the phone, to more of a hands-off approach where the website needed to do more than just be there to validate that you are a company, right? The website actually had to do a lot of the selling for you and a lot of the self pre-qualification for the customer, because the buying behavior of our customers has changed over the years. And our sales cycle was 90 days, 120 days. And so that's what's the shift. And this is the first time that we're ever selling our product online.
Looking back kind of over that process, was there a part that particularly sticked out to you?
Well, I would tell you I was very hesitant in the beginning because you were asking a bunch of questions that were probably either uncomfortable or that I had no idea how I was going to answer it.
Right.
And one of the things I didn't want to do was just give a BS answer. I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to come up with what you're asking. And the aha moment is, I think after the first session, and we were talking nothing about business. We're talking about kind of my upbringing and things that happened in the past. And then I was like, wow, that really does shape what my why is and why we're doing certain things. And then from that point on, it seemed like every other call, things just kind of fell in place. The other thing is when you actually come up with the why, right? Before you can say it was there, but it was hidden. Yeah. Now it's defined. And now that it's defined, I can share that with the rest of the organization. And that also becomes their why, right? And then that actually really shows to the customer on every phone call and everything that we do.
Yeah, it becomes easier to preach, easier to repeat, and actually kind of have a consistent message. What's some of the results that you've observed since we've done those projects?
Our message is much clearer. It's easier to have someone design a website when we know what our message is. We did run it on about 10 different individual companies. I think everyone, 100% of the people that I've spoken with directly had the same aha moment. When I told them where we were, where we're going, why we're doing certain things, everything was yes, right? From my mentor to colleagues to competitors, they got it, they understood it. And so it really confirmed that, we're on the right track and we have the right messaging for the track that we want to be on.
Yeah. Love it. Would you recommend this process to other founders? And if so, who do you feel like this would be suitable for?
None of my competitors. That's the first thing, right? So we stay away from those guys.
Yeah.
But as you know, I've already recommended you to other projects that we're doing. I've recommended, people that tell me they're rebranding. I always kind of tee it up like, hey guys, you might not think about this, but content is really important, because I think what happens, especially with a small business, everyone knows they got to get a website. And so, they'll go on Fiverr, they'll go on Freelancer, and they'll say, hey, I need a website built. And then what do you get? You get a graphic designer or you get a developer. And then the owner comes up with kind of what they wanted to put on the website. And typically that text is a copy and paste from another website. And just like you saw with us, it became all about bits and bytes. Where I think there is a place on website for bits and bytes, I think it's a small place. Then you get into a scenario where you're just competing as a commodity.
Right.
And we want to get away from being a commodity. I really enjoyed the sessions. As you know, it's almost like therapy. That's what my wife says. She goes, sounds like you're going to a therapy session every morning. I say, yeah, but I feel good about it.